Right, hello. I apologise for not doing a video for a little while. I lost my voice for a few days, just about got it back. So really I wanted to do a video on my, I won't say new seating area, but newly sorted out seating area. If you watched any of my videos last year, this area here used to have a hot tub. So basically I built this sort of enclosure for the hot tub, and now I've just modified it. I've put an opening, so it's just a little seating area. So this is my palm seating area. So let's go through some of the palms and have a little look, see what's going on. So we'll start with the entrance. We've got a couple of queen palms either side. These are the hardier mountain form of queen palm. There's a small one this side and a slightly bigger one this side. All pushing new growth, so that's good. So we've got like a matching pair either side, and we've got a little Brahea armata, which, like a lot of palms, is wanting to push itself out the pot. So we can see a bit of roots exposed there. So we might have to get this one in the ground. So this side we've got Phoenix dactylifera, or true edible date palm, grown from seed. That's about 4 years old, so they are pretty slow growing, still quite a small plant. Right, so as we enter the seating area, we've got palms in each corner. It's basically just a square. So let's start at the right here. So we've got a small Chamberonia microcarpa, or flamethrower palm. This is a variation Hookeri, so it's got like a watermelon or spotted trunk. It's pushing out a new spear now, so hopefully in the next few weeks that'll give you an example of the name flamethrower. That should be bright red when that matures a bit more. Behind it we've got this is a king palm, a Quanta Phoenix Cunninghamiana. We've got a fairly small Bicaria Phoenix alfredii, which is the Highland mountain coconut from Madagascar. They're fairly hardy, not hardy here, but they're hardy, so that's an easy one to look after over winter. And that is, the new spear has already started to separate. I hope you can see that. So hopefully, well, this one is starting to go as well, so hopefully we'll get a nice pinnate on that soon. So yeah, little cluster of 3 there in the next corner. So let's move this chair. So we've got the foxtail palm. This is one I've had for a couple of years, from quite a small plant. That's fairly quick growing in the right conditions. Not looking brilliant. Put this new leaf out over winter, and obviously it has to acclimatise to the sun, so it's a little bit of a bleaching and yellowing in the leaves, but ain't quite burnt, so that's good. But that has got a nice new spear coming out here. And we've got another relative of the queen palm. So this is a Cyagrus cornata, which is this is the beast we're talking about. We had some strong winds yesterday, so we've got some bent leaf on there, as I fully expected. But there's no way I could put this where it's not going to get the wind. At least in this corner it's a little bit sheltered from the Spanish reed and bamboo in the background, and also the option of sort of tying it to the post in this corner to stop it moving about too much. But yeah, it's just a shame that these leaves tend to bend over. So obviously if they went pinnate that wouldn't be so much of an issue, but yeah, it's got quite a few leaves on it. Nice big leaves. I just want them to go pinnate really, and it is pushing out a new spear here as well. That's right in the corner. Then we've got a little Chamaerops Etna Star, which is the white underside. You can see how white the spears are on these, and the top side of the leaf are green when they fully open up, but yeah, the white underside is makes them very different to your standard Chamaerops. So I'll give you an example of that, because there's the white underside of that one, and then I have got a little standard Chamaerops this side, which is obviously pretty much just plain green. Yeah, so that is in a pot. I mean, it's totally hardy where I am, but that's just a pot specimen. So I have got that mirrored the other side with another Etna Star there. In the middle we've got another Chamberonia macrocarpa, or flamethrower palm. That's a standard one. It's slightly bigger than the other one we just see. This has been outside for 2 summers now, and that does take a bit of damage on the leaves every time it comes out, no matter how well you try and acclimatise it to the sun. This does get baking afternoon sun, but we've got a new spear coming out, so again, hopefully when that comes out we'll do a video on that, and you'll see the reason why it's called flamethrower. Right, so we've already covered the Etna Star. Right in the corner here, I've got my coconut, which I weren't really planning to put outside, to be fair. I was going to have this as a conservatory plant during the summer, so it gets maximum growth. But the problem with the conservatory is it's obviously very hot, but it's also very dry, so I got spider mites straight away, and I just couldn't control them. So in outside conditions, spider mites not really an issue. So these are the 2 big leaves which I put out indoors. This is the one that's touching the heat lamp, so we've got a bit of a burn spot on that. It starts to sort of bronzy yellow out a little bit, obviously with the more intense sun, but the newest leaf is still quite green, and we have got another one pushing out down the bottom here. So that is the coconut palm, so you can see the actual coconut still there. Got a little double here. This is the Tetrasperma elegans. Another one that doesn't really like acclimatising to the sun, but we got there without, I wouldn't say too much damage. There is damage on the leaves, obviously. I mean, this is the reality of bringing palms in and out. Some take it better than others. You're never going to get a perfect looking palm, but I guess in nature perfection doesn't exist, so I mean, it is what it is. So like I say, we've got 2 here. Obviously we've got the dominant one pushing out a new spear, and then we've got a slightly smaller one which again is pushing out a spear there, so it's growing and doing okay. And then to finish off the seating area, we've got the pot, the fishtail palm. So again, absolutely hundreds of palms in there. Probably too many, but I know what will happen. I'll divide them out and you'll probably lose most of them, so I'll leave them as a clump, and you'll get your 1 or 2 which will dominate, and the rest will stay small. No big deal. That's a nice bushy pot plant, so that's actually took the sun quite well from being indoors over winter as a house plant. Obviously it did take the time, like most of these palms, you give them a good 3 or 4 weeks acclimatising to the sun. But this is one that's took it better than most. Nice and green, pushing out nice new foliage. It's looking pretty good. So yeah, this is a fairly small sitting area, but pleasant. So you get a sunny seat and a shaded seat, so that changes throughout the day. So it's mid-morning at the moment, so this afternoon that side will be more shady, but at the minute I'm sitting in the shade and that's quite nice. And it's obviously quite nice being surrounded by all the foliage and a little bit sheltered with all the higher plants in the background, like I say, the very tall Arandodanax and some bamboo there, and that's just a nice area to sit in the morning, have a cup of coffee. Lovely job. So that is the palm sitting area. Used to be the hot tub, now it's just a nice, fairly sheltered, secluded area, just to feel like you're part of the garden, you know, enveloped in the garden. You sit down and all you can see is foliage. Yes, that's quite nice. I like that. Right, so that is that for that video. Thanks for watching and stay tuned for the next one.